Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show some cards, but I also am going to show you some gifts that I received this past week from friends of my channel, which was very cool. It was just a neat thing to feel appreciated like that. And the other thing I'm going to talk to you about is some goals that I accomplished in 2022 and some goals that I've set out for myself in 2023 as far as the baseball card collecting goes. And so, some stuff that I accomplished in 2022. I finished some player runs. I finished the Willie Mays player run, and that's one of the things I set out to do. I finished the Pete Rose player run. So now in total, I don't want to list all of them, but those were the two that I accomplished, and I picked up a big card this year. I had as my goal that I wanted to pick up either a Jackie Robinson or a Pee Wee Reese in action 53 color or the Lou Gehrig. And when I went to the National, I had the Pee Wee Reese in my hand, but I ended up trading it. But I did come home with a Lou Gehrig card. And like I said, one of the things that I wanted to do was finish the Willie Mays run, and I did. The last one I picked up was the 52 tops, and I got it out of what I call the State Fair find. If you haven't watched the video, go back a couple videos and watch one of the things I picked up that I kind of ran into this year. And so in 20 and also the biggest thing I think I accomplished for myself, and I'm so glad I did, was I started a YouTube channel. And with the prodding Mike Baseball Collector, I started one 2 months ago, and now I've done about 12 or 15 videos, and I have more subscribers than I really ever thought I'd have. And then I've also become, I believe, good friends with a few YouTubers in the hobby that have reached out to me, and it's just making my collecting that much fun. I have people to share it with. I have people to talk to about it. I have new friends. I still have all my other friends, but it's really neat. There's a big world out there, and YouTube brings it closer to everybody. And I get excited when I watch other videos and see somebody pick up a card or show their cards. And one of my favorite videos people do is when they do their top 50 cards in their collection. Mike, Baseball Collector, Josh, Rated Rookie, did it. Silver Jackify did one. Enough Said Cards did it. Anyway, what I do is I'm a member. Excuse me. I'm a member of the VCP, and I have it on my computer, and so I have a list and pictures of my cards through this app, and so I'll turn the TV on the YouTube channel, and let's say I click Mike Baseball Collector, and he shows his top 50 from 50 down to 1. Well, I do the same thing on my computer, and I compare my collections to other people's collections, and it's fun for me to do. I'll do it throughout the year. Just I don't know, it's just fun. So I suggest you try that sometime, and it will make you enjoy their videos even more, I believe. So that being said, 2023 is just right around the corner, and I'm going to set some goals for the year. I mean, one, I want to go to the National. It's kind of, this is kind of personal, but I want to go to the National 25 pounds lighter than what I am. I want to pick up a big card. I want to finish the Roy Campanella run. I want to add to my Yogi Berra run. I really want to try to find a Hal Newhouser rookie card to get me caught up with all the post-war Hall of Famers. So those are my goals. I'd like to hear what some of your goals are. if you guys feel free to message me and let me know. So now I'm going to show you some gifts that I picked up over the holidays. And I did, I guess you would call it some trading of cards. We had a gift exchange over here at my house, and I had two young guys come over with their dad, and they opened up Christmas baseball cards. Well, I'm going to flip this phone around and show you what card I ended up with. So I ended up with this Riverside Cooler card, and that happens to be a gift card to the local liquor store here in town. And you could say we did some card exchanging. I don't know how they purchased that card, but in our hometown, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them did. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you is I got a nice letter from someone that I have not met yet. I haven't even talked to. And his name is Tom, and he wrote me a letter. He says, I enjoy your YouTube channel. Thought I'd send you a few cards as a thank you. They are not valuable, but I appreciate your comment. Collect what you like. My favorite players growing up were Bob Feller and Ted Williams, though there were many, many more. I especially admire them for their service to our country. Best wishes, Tom. And I'm not going to mention Tom's last name, but Tom is from Ohio. And it was really neat to receive a letter, and very honored that he watches my channel. He sent me a Roy Campanella, and I'm going to get someday the 52 Roy Campanella that's like that. He sent me another Roy Campanella. I guess he watched my channel and understands that Roy Campanella was my dad's favorite player. And then he also must know that I'm a Royals fan. And here's a Carlos Beltran. And Tom, I really do appreciate you for watching my channel. So the other thing I want to show you is I got to go to the National this year with a really good friend of mine that I used to work with. And he sent me a Christmas package. And I've already opened it up because it would have taken me an hour to get the Christmas wrapping off of this. But this is what he sent me in the mail. And he says, thanks for taking me along to the National. It was a lot of fun. Hope you get something good. Coop. Now, I'm going to tell you, going to the National with him was super fun. First of all, I spent the night at his house before we got on a plane to fly out to Atlantic City, and he shared with me his collection, and I got to see it. Even though we've been friends for a long time, we worked together, but neither one of us, really shared our collecting with each other back then, which is it's weird because he's a huge collector. Matter of fact, he's the number one Patrick Mahomes rookie autograph or rookie cards. I mean, he's on the PSA set registry. It's crazy the amount of money he has in his collection. But anyway, it's always nice to go to a big show like that with someone who appreciates cards as much or more than you do. And I think this year we're going to try to go together as well. But I think he's going to bring his son, and that's going to make his experience even more exciting. But he sent me this, and I'm going to open it up, and it is a 2022 multi-sport solo pack. And inside here, excuse me, is a buyback card. And let's see, it is a 2018 Trae Young rated rookie PSA 10. So that is awesome. That is awesome. So, Brent, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I'm going to show you some cards because every one of my shows I want to show cards. And I tell you what, another one of my goals is to try to stay out of the negative stuff in the hobby. It's not what I got in here for, and it's not again, I don't want to influence you. I don't want you to go, oh, Chris has this card, so I'm going to go spend my hard-earned dollars to get this card. What I want you to do is, if you look at what I have and it triggers something and you can afford it and not hurt your wallet or your family's wallet or your family's future, then go do it. Go do it. So I'm going to show you some Babe Ruth cards, and this ought to be my goal, is to get a couple some better Babe Ruth cards. So I'm going to go from, I believe I'm going from newest back to oldest. So here's a 76 Sporting News All-Star Babe Ruth. Here's a 72 Kellogg's Babe Ruth. I only have a few playing days cards. Here's a 1962 Topps Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth together. So here's a 1954 Scoops Babe Ruth, not playing days yet. Here's a 1952 Topps Look and See Babe Ruth. Now this one, I'm going to maybe need some help on again from one of you collectors out there, but this is a 1932 Wheaties Babe Ruth Flip Book number 21. I don't know what kind of, it's a Pro, graded by Pro. And what's funny is this card is stuck in there. I can hit this thing with a hammer and I can't get it, I can't shake it loose. If you guys have any ideas on what I can do besides, I don't even know if PSA will even grade that or SGC will even holder that. But if you know the answer to that, please text me and let me know or message me. So one that I was really glad to pick up this year was a 1932 Bulgaria Max Schmeling and Babe Ruth sport photos. It's in a PSA 4. It's kind of an iconic picture. A lot of you guys that collect vintage have seen that photo before. One that I picked up at the National, if you would watch James Elite Hunters, it was the first time I've been on YouTube. He interviewed me after I purchased this card. And I've shown this before because I think it is one of the prettiest cards in my collection. It's just a beautiful card. And it's a 1930 British America tobacco card. It just looks really pretty in that SGC holder. So Babe Ruth that I've had for a while is this 1924. It's kind of hard to see. 1924 strip cards, Babe Ruth hand cut, blue dual tone. And it's authentic. It's a beautiful card. Now I have a 1961 Golden Press Babe Ruth, but I didn't want to get that out. And the last one I'm going to show you, and you've seen this before, and I picked it up earlier this year. It's a 1920 W519 numbered Babe Ruth, and it's authentic. And this was also in the State Fair find. So guys, my goals, I shared some of my goals with you, but it doesn't mean I won't stray from them. Me and my baseball collecting is not like one straight line, like I go from A to B. But I try not to be like Dory the fish and just squirrel, everywhere squirrel. If I find something along the way that fits my collection, I will deviate from my plan and buy that card or trade for that card. But I really appreciate you guys' support this year, and I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, And I hope the worst day of 2020, or let's see, no, how do you say that? I hope your worst day of 2023 is better than any day you had in 2022. That being said, remember, it's only a hobby. Collect what you like.